Good day, viewers. Welcome back to Alice Spiritual Judge Shadowblade.
I'm Dragon Frank.
Now we're at chapter 7.
The execution of the bully.
The execution of the bully. That's what he just said.
I read it. I read it there.
It's kind of small for me to read though.
There's the Queen of Hearts.
I can see it. Oh.
She has nothing to say. Alright, spiritual judge is going to execute the bully from now on.
Please wait, Judge. I opened the door. With a sound bang and my voice is echoed inside the court. Ha ha.
Alice! What is it, Alice Kanzaki?
Queen of Hearts.
If you have nothing to say, take the seat.
Please wait! What is the execution to the bully?
It is necessary to punish the sin.
Have Queen of Hearts really bullied anyone?
The person herself had admitted it.
Probably the prank went too far that she committed the murder, right?
What? I admit I have bullied. But I didn't kill White Rabbit.
Even though you didn't kill her directly, if you bully had led her to her death, you are the murderer.
I'm telling you that these two things are different.
And I have been asking you to explain it, haven't I? Do you have any evidence to prove that bully is not the real reason to her death?
Well,
see, you cannot explain. This is why the bully is, in other words, you are the murderer.
no, it was not me. Listen to you. Aren't Queen of Hearts the murderer? Such disgusting person. Did she bully her so badly? I don't know, but everyone is talking about it.
People begin to guess around in gymnasium. Please wait, Red King. Please withdraw the execution.
Why?
Because we haven't confirmed the truth. She had admitted the bully, but she denies having anything to do with the case. We cannot execute her under these circumstances. So you will reveal the truth behind this bully in the case. Yes. Isn't this interesting, Red King? Alice Kanzaki is proposing like this. Would you consent to it? While Red King remains silent, I step forward. Red King, I want to know the truth. Red King has told me to find out the truth.
Very well, Alice Kanzaki. To the court.
Well, it is getting very interesting. Prosecutor the Hatter showed me a very dauntless smile to welcome me. So am I gonna pick another one of those stupid?
There's Alice over there.
Yeah. Once I confirm the defense lawyer seat, Red King swing the wooden hammer.
I think that's a gavel.
Yeah.
Hereafter, we will begin the third spiritual judge.
Next, our visually and sharp defense lawyer, Miss Alice Kanzaki. Let us hear what you think. I will put aside the murder case for now. First, I would like to talk about the reason why the bully happened and what had kind of bully it was. If we cannot clarify this part, we won't be able to connect it with the murder case. In this way, we should be able to find out the puzzling parts. Oh, so why did the bully happen? Let's ask the opinion of Queen of Hearts.
Like you said, you don't need a reason to be a bully, right?
Yep, Queen of Hearts.
I don't like her. This is all.
Thus, this is an opinion of the bully. She is not willing to be frank. What will you do, defense lawyer Alice Kanzaki? I have asked the Queen of Hearts the same question once. She answered the same, no particular reason. But it is really true. According to Dormouse, Mr. Caterpillar, and Treasure Cat, Queen of Hearts is not the kind of person who would bully someone thoughtlessly. This is after all some opinion from unconcerned people. Anyone would conceal one's true nature, maybe. But I'm very intrigued by all of this opinion. Even though when I tried to figure out the reason for bully, she wouldn't answer me. However, while I listen to all these, I come up with a reason myself. Would it possible that... What? Wait.
Okay, choices. Queen of Hearts has bullied by White Rabbit. Queen of Hearts regards White Rabbit as a rival. White Rabbit had something on Queen of Hearts because Queen of Hearts had a crush on White Rabbit.
Alam ko what's funny. Because why we're gonna have a crush?
You know that White Rabbit's a girl too.
They're both girls to be more precise. Maybe White Rabbit has something on the Queen of Hearts. That's the only solution I can think of.
Alright.
White Rabbit had something on the Queen of Hearts. Was it very likely?
White Rabbit had something on me. Don't be stupid. Why did I need to bully her if she had something on me? Wouldn't it be the other way around?
That is very true, Miss Alice. Weren't you wrong from the beginning? That is right. Normally, a person who has something on another is the strong position, and that person should be the bully. But it's different. For now, this case, for Queen of Hearts was only fulfilling White Rabbit's request.
I'm not fulfilling White Rabbit's request.
Queen of Hearts, I have evidence to prove it.
What evidence?
Oh, why don't you show us the evidence of the Queen of Hearts was fulfilling White Rabbit's request? What? What am I gonna pick? It's gotta be the cell phone.
The only cell phone you had.
The evidence is White Rabbit's cell phone. Please look at the latest message 1602. So sorry to force you to do so much. Come to audio visual room of East Schoolhouse at 18 o'clock. I will delete all of them there. This is the message White Rabbit sent to Queen of Hearts. I knew it. Would someone being bullied send this kind of message to the person who bullied her? Ahem. It depends. Maybe it was a message trying to stop the bully. You may interpret that way. However, the possibility is very low. Why? Because after Queen of Hearts received that message, she actually went to audiovisual room.
So I went. It doesn't mean anything.
No. I want to ask instead, why did you go?
Ah, that is because
You didn't really need to go. Actually, I was much it was much normal that you didn't go. Bullies won't respect person they bully.
it's only your prejudice.
Isn't more natural to see this message as White Rabbit had forced Queen of Hearts to do what she requested. Since Queen of Hearts was in a weak position, she could only say yes to it. Because White Rabbit had something on the Queen of Hearts. Sounds reasonable, defendant Queen of Hearts refused to answer why she went to the audiovisual room at the first ruling, didn't she?
Wait a minute. How can you judge only by the message and conclude that she had something on me?
It was undeniable that Queen of Hearts followed the message and went to audiovisual room.
Yes, I did. So what? I felt like going, so I went. What's wrong about that?
I'm going to explain what is wrong about that.
Let's see.
Queen of Hearts, please explain in details about what exactly you have done after you received White Rabbit's mail.
So you also think I am suspicious?
If things continue like this, Queen of Hearts, you would be executed as a murderer. Can you accept it?
Okay, I see. I will tell you.
Okay, so we're gonna know the truth about it now?
I received White Rabbit's message after school on the 14th, and the message content is just like Alice said. I didn't have anything to do, so I thought why not going. Before the appointment, I stayed at the classroom with the classmates until the appointed time. I said goodbye to them before 18 o'clock and went to the audiovisual room at the second floor at the schoolhouse alone. The door of audiovisual room at the second floor at the schoolhouse alone. The door of audiovisual was open.
You read it twice.
Yes, I know. At 18 o'clock, ring chimes. I got into the audiovisual room. And I found White Rabbit like in a pool of blood. Do you know that her blood is black?
Yeah.
I immediately went to report to someone.
Understand. Well, your statement didn't seem to change very much from the first ruling. What do you say, defend lawyer Alice Kanzaki? Do you find any contradiction with defendant's statement?
Well, what do you think?
Yes, it is very puzzling. Oh, what is that? That is.
The thing puzzle you is
Wait. This is hard. I think so.
I think that one.
Ahem. Where exactly is puzzling? The statement contradict with this record.
Oh, you have to show something?
I have to show something there. What's the record? What am I gonna show? Wait. I think this is it. School map.
Alright.
I believe it is school map.
Alright, school map. Go with the school map then.
When we go to the broom,
I think the brew has nothing to do with it.
please confirm this with the puzzling point. And this is the evidence contradiction with the statement. How?
Look up the word contradict in the dictionary now.
Well, according to the dictionary, the third edition contradict inherited inconsistency. Oh, so the situation fits with the meaning because you contradict yourself. So even if you say you will show the evidence, on the contrary, help to clarify the statement are not incoherent. In other words, what happened now if the contradictory... Wait, I feel my head is spinning. What? What? You tell me what was wrong. Can I hear the statement again?
You are hopeless. Queen of Hearts, please provide the statement one more time.
There won't be anything strange matter how much I say. How come I'm wrong? I'm sure that was the school map. I received the message. Oh, Yeah, that was supposed to be. I picked the discovery of time. But now what am I gonna pick? I'm looking for something that can be used.
Looking for something, huh? What is that? No, I don't think that's not it. Not the photo.
I think this is it.
That weird looking clock?
Yeah, I think this is it.
Alright. Well, it did say discovery of time. You did pick that.
Yeah. Please confirm this. This is the presumption time. According to White Rabbit's message and Queen of Hearts' statement, Queen of Hearts was in the audiovisual room at 18 o'clock. During the first ruling, Queen of Hearts' proven statement that the found body at 18:20. The time gap between Queen of Hearts reported to Mr. Caterpillar when she found the body was too big. Oh, that is true. This code is not huge. Even if you walk slowly, if you won't take you more than 10 minutes to finish distance. What do you think, Queen of Hearts?
I was scared to death. Who will be surprised by that kind of situation?
You need more than 20 minutes. You.
What? Do you have anything to complain about?
No, but please explain more in details.
Yeah, I think Queen of Hearts has a secret that she doesn't want to tell it. I saw White Rabbit light on a pool of blood. When I went closer, the smell of the blood was so thick. I was too scared that I couldn't stand straight. I couldn't move or get nearer to the body, so I called White Rabbit's name several times. There was no response, not even a little bit. I noticed she was not breathing, so I thought she was dead. When I finally managed to move, I thought I needed to report to somebody. The classmate who had accompanied me until 18 went home already. So I ran to Mr. Caterpillar, who was at the student guidance office.
Okay, I see. I didn't particularly feel any contradiction, but how about you, defendant lawyer Alice Kanzaki? Queen of Hearts statement are...
What is it?
Wait, I may made a mistake on this one. There is no contradiction. But there is something normally I wouldn't do. Oh, what is it? You will understand if you look at this. Look at... I think this time is the school map.
Think the school map now?
I believe so. I haven't used it yet. Look at this school map. It is handwritten, but it's correct.
And what does that mean? Don't show us a bad draw map. What the?
When something like this case happen to a student, he should probably go to the adult who is near to him. Prosecutor, the Hatter. Well, Prosecutor, the Hatter, if you were the one who found the body, where would you go? Let me see. Well, if something bad happened, I would probably go to the staff office. That is right. Most teachers would be at the staff office. Normally, one will go directly from the crime scene to the staff office where most adults normally were. Queen of Hearts, why did you not go to the staff office?
That is because I omitted the statement. I did not go to the staff office. No one was there. And it was already past 18. I couldn't even find any student for club activities or committee members. I didn't meet anyone. Then I went to the South Schoolhouse. I started from the first floor and finally found Mr. Caterpillar in the student guidance office, and I reported to him.
Is that really true?
Yes.
That is very strange.
Why is that?
Because if what Queen of Hearts are saying is real, you would have met someone. Yeah, you should have met someone. Wait, the twins? I think the twins?
Yeah, the twins.
The twins. At the day after school, two twins were punished by Mr. Caterpillar for forgetting to hand in the homework at staff office. As a punishment, they were forced to help out Mr. Caterpillar, and that ended at 18 o'clock when the bell chimed. Mr. Caterpillar locked up staff office and left the twins stay at staff office for quite a long time. What?
What?
Queen of Hearts, you said you found Mr. Caterpillar at the student guidance office. You didn't see anyone along the way, but how could not see the twins?
She's hiding something.
From audiovisual room in the second floor of East Schoolhouse to student guidance office. If you run, you don't even need 3 minutes. What have you done between 18 o'clock and 18:20?
I actually was.
You are not going to say you were actually late for the meeting, are you? Queen of Hearts, you said you went into audiovisual room when the bell chimed in at 18 o'clock. It's not possible for you to make any mistake on your statements.
No, I was.
Queen of Hearts, please stop lying. Tell us the truth. According to what we hear so far, Queen of Hearts' statement do seem suspicious. Hasn't she killed the victim during 20 minutes? As I said from the beginning, White Rabbit called Queen of Hearts to revenge and got murdered instead. Oh no! According to you, defendant lawyer Alice, White Rabbit had something on Queen of Hearts. That is right. Then how about this? White Rabbit had something on Queen of Hearts. White Rabbit called her out and she pretended to be consent to White Rabbit requests, but eventually thrust the knife into White Rabbit. Isn't this what a wonderful suspense murder?
No, I didn't kill White Rabbit.
What will reveal what Queen of Hearts have done for these 20 minutes. How things going to get real, what exactly Queen of Hearts has seen in what she has done. And why did she lie? Once everything is revealed, we will know the truth.
Looks like the Queen of Hearts hiding something.
Yep, Queen of Hearts. What did you exactly do between 18 and 1820 before you reported to Mr. Caterpillar?
I told you that I couldn't stand up.
No, you had been fighting fiercely with the victim.
I told you I didn't kill her. Listen to me, Bald.
How rude!
Cruel.
How cruel! I am wearing head all this time, but I have not bald. I'm still very young.
If you keep wearing hat, you definitely get be bald.
Don't predict such things. We don't care if you're bald or not. It's very important. What matters is what Queen of Hearts had done. Are you going to tell us?
Do you think she would tell you just like that?
Maybe no? Okay, let's look at this incident with a different angle. Wow, new development!
Oh, the gloves.
As we were searching in the school, we found this at the courtyard. Are they gloves? They seem to have blood stain. Exactly. I personally think this is a piece of evidence at the crime scene. If you do have an identification of blood, you'll probably find it belongs to White Rabbit. You are very confident. But normally, when you found out blood-stained gloves, it's like the high possibility is that they belong to the crime scene. Do they belong to the crime scene? Maybe they are blood-stained coincidentally. No? No, they belong to the crime scene. I have evidence to prove that. Really? What evidence? Come on.
A lot of evidence lately.
Yeah, the crime scene. This is the crime scene? Oh yeah, now that I remember. White Rabbit not wearing any glove when she dies.
Does she?
She's not wearing any glove.
Oh, you're right. But why is she not wearing
Yeah.
it? Is it?
She's
Oh
not-
yeah, that's not gloves.
This is the evidence. Show that the gloves belongs to the crime scene. Oh, well,
Hey, Bald, bring a bucket filled with water.
I'm not bald. People who laugh at bald would the one day cry for the bald. Are you okay with that?
Stop complaining and bring water here. Throw water at Alice's head. So she will wake up.
I am up.
Let me throw water on her.
Treasure Cat, you should stand by me.
Treasure Cat, I feel we can really good friend. We are friends from now on.
Ahem. Treasure Cat.
If you don't like what is going on, show us the evidence that these gloves belong to the crime scene.
What?
I got a feeling it wasn't that.
I'm not bald. How come was it that? Then what is it?
Then put down.
Go
I
down.
think I know what it is.
What?
This one.
Are you sure?
Well, about the crime scene, right?
Yeah.
Crime scene's research report.
Oh yeah, you're right. This is it. I'm such an idiot. Please look at this data.
Data.
Oh, isn't this a present from me? The doorknob of East Schoolhouse. What could that represent? Fingerprints?
Yeah.
I can see it through here.
More like a thumbprint.
Oh, it's not a finger, right?
Yeah.
The doorknob at the first floor of East Schoolhouse. The doorknob from the outside to the inside has Queen of Hearts fingerprint. But from the inside to the outside, there are no fingerprints. East Schoolhouse is an old building which doesn't have connected passageway to South Schoolhouse. The only passageway in the door at the is the door at the first floor. Why isn't there any fingerprints from the inside of the outside doorknob? It's a very easy. It's very easy. Queen of Hearts didn't wear anything on her hand on the way to audiovisual room. But when she got
Told you.
out of the audiovisual room to South Schoolhouse to report, she wore these gloves.
Why they're bloodstained then?
I think it belonged to White Rabbit.
Oh.
Queen of Hearts, am I correct?
Why would defendant do such a thing? It doesn't make any sense at all.
The reason for Queen of Hearts to wear the glove when she walked out of the schoolhouse is I can't fucked up. I'm gonna lose a lot of things I'm fucked up here. I think she's looking for something. Is she looking for something?
I think she was looking for something.
Yeah, looking for something. That's because she had been looking for stuff. Looking for stuff? Please look again at the content of the mail. So sorry for force you to do so much. Come to the audiovisual room of East Schoolhouse at 18 o'clock. I will delete all them there. Please pay attention to this place. I will delete all of them there. This sentence. We don't understand. If you only repeat this sentence. No, by this sentence alone won't know anything. But there is someone who might have witnessed some scene which are related to this sentence.
She knows. Who is this person?
The person is... Oh, so the witness was...
Maybe those two?
The Twiddle twins again?
Yeah, I mean they're the only ones in the school after all.
This is the person. Twiddle twins said so. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, they saw White Rabbit in the classroom, right?
yep. At the end of April, White Rabbit has taken out Queen of Hearts' cell phone from the bag in the classroom of 2nd grade, class 3. 2nd grade when no one was there. And she took some time to operate the cell phone. White Rabbit has taken Queen of Hearts' cell phone? Yes, normally people would want anyone to look into their own cell phones. Personally information, message, and photo. What if there is something you don't want others to see? If those information is taken hostage, they would become an owner's weakness. I see hostage, you mean data that the owner doesn't want to show. I'm afraid those data was transferred to White Rabbit. Those are enough to be hostage. According to this assumption, Queen of Hearts, the bully, and the incident all linked together. Is it done?
I don't think it's
Oh,
finished.
come on.
What's wrong with you?
At the end of April, White Rabbit took out Queen of Hearts' cell phone from the bag and checked the content. We don't know whenever White Rabbit had taken photos or transferred the data in certain ways. White Rabbit has taken all the data as with Queen of Hearts' weakness. White
Oh, look.
Rabbit,
There's writing Queen.
that belongs to her, I guess. White Rabbit treated those data as treated materials and requested Queen of Hearts is do something. If Queen of Hearts listens to her request, she wouldn't delete the data that might be the deal. Fellow twins have seen White Rabbit check Queen of Hearts' cell phone at the beginning of May. We don't know what requests White Rabbit made. Anyway, her requests were fulfilled and she told Queen of Hearts to come to she would delete all the data that she used to threatening material. That is why White Rabbit contacted Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts certainly followed her direction since White Rabbit had something on the Queen of Hearts. If not so, she wouldn't stay at the school for 2 hours after the class ends. When Queen of Hearts went to audiovisual room at 18 o'clock, as promised, she was astonished because White Rabbit was already dead in audiovisual room. To Queen of Hearts, it was a tragedy. In front of her, there was a body, but there was something Queen of Hearts needed to do. Something? That was why the whole situation had gone wild. Queen of Hearts didn't want anyone else to find the data. She didn't want anyone to know. She wanted to avoid one situation, which is to have someone look at the data and make it public. For this reason, she searched for White Rabbit's cell phone using White Rabbit's gloves. That's right, Queen of Hearts, who was asked to be there, has to confirm whenever the data is deleted. But if she just looked into that, she would leave her fingerprints on the cell phone. That is why she used White Rabbit's gloves and looked into her stuff. So are you saying that the gloves originally belonged to the victim? Yes. Why do you know about that? As I heard from all kinds of people about White Rabbit, I think she has germophobia. Hiding the wounds.
Have the impression that she is extremely afraid of cold.
All those different opinions. I'm curious about what all this impression imply to. Afraid of cold, germophobia, hiding the wounds? That's right. We can conclude that White Rabbit had been wearing gloves always, which made very good sense. It sounds reasonable. Why wear gloves in the spring? It's not winter now. Why did the victim wear gloves habitually? I haven't figured out that yet. But the fact that he had been wearing gloves quite often, that everyone was
Conscious.
conscious of him. We can confirm that this if we investigate. Exactly. The reason why there were no fingerprints, this is actually quite simple. At first, White Rabbit wore the gloves. White Rabbit, I mean Queen of Heart, then wore White Rabbit's gloves to look for White Rabbit's cell phone.
She has nothing to say.
We know the story until then, but did Queen of Heart really need to wear the gloves? She could have used a handkerchief or something as long as her fingerprint were not on the stuff. Could you use a handkerchief to find effectively or operate a cell phone? If someone come, all work in vain. If I were Queen of Hearts, I would like to leave the crime scene as soon as possible. So, Queen of Heart needed to confirm whenever the data in the cell phone was deleted. If it's not, she needed to do it herself. However, even though she did have the chance to check, she walked out of his schoolhouse with the gloves on her hand. Queen of Heart was confused when she troubled by how to deal with the gloves. She eventually threw them away at Courtyard, which has located between East Schoolhouse and South Schoolhouse. Then rushes to the student guidance office room to report to Mr. Caterpillar. Your assumptions seem to be reasonable, but I can hardly understand. What is so important that one needs to find desperately in a crime scene with a body lying there? I may seem trivial to us, but probably very important to a person herself.
Enough, stop it.
Oh, if you said so, do you have the remote idea what is so important? Wow, I have no idea. I think I have a rough idea. This one, right?
Yeah.
This is only my conjecture. Oh, why don't you tell us? What Queen of Hearts was hiding so desperately is... What?
I think it's a person. She's meeting with someone.
Oh yeah, she talked to someone in the courtyard, but I didn't see who. It didn't say who. Wait, don't tell me.
Don't tell me it's the gas mask guy.
I believe so. Because I'm a treasure cat, that White Rabbit also to me, Queen Heart was there. I talked with the twins.
The twins was always inside.
And Dormouse too. Don't tell me Mr. Caterpillar.
We know that the cat were mostly outside the gymnasium or something else, right?
Yeah, just now we talked about the Queen of Heart has gone to the student council guidance room instead of the staff office. Yes, indeed. The twins had been in front of the staff office, so we know it would be lie if one claimed not seeing anyone. Isn't that the statement to fill the 20 minutes vacant so we would be confused? That's it. Don't you think it's strange? If you encounter such things, it is more reasonable to call the police or the ambulance. Or since you are in the school, you will probably run to the staff office for help. However, Queen of Heart didn't choose to go to the staff office. This is where I find strange after all. What is the reason not going to the staff office? When the case happened, there was no one at staff office, but at 18 o'clock when almost no one was around. Wouldn't it more effectively to meet the twins in front of the staff office and look for the other person or call someone? Nevertheless, Queen of Hearts went to student guidance room as if she knew Mr. Caterpillar would be there.
Stop it!
A weakness that wanted so much to remain a secret, a truth she couldn't devastate the crime scene to hide.
No!
If you try to combine all the parts and think about it, Queen of Hearts and Mr. Caterpillar are love.
Alice!
Queen of Hearts called out and all eyes are on her. Queen of Hearts?
You really don't need to say it out loud, right?
They're lovers?
It's true.
No wonder she's hiding it.
Desperately, right?
Yep.
I was surprised that you figured out everything. What? Really? Queen of Hearts and Mr. Caterpillar? God, is this true? She has done so much evil. This must be karma.
So it's real that Queen of Hearts and Mr. Caterpillar are...
You are right. Just as you said, I lose. They're lovers to begin with, huh?
With a shocking end, spiritual judge for the termination, the bully execution has come up to a close. I have solved the riddle and helped Queen of Hearts to get rid of the suspects. Well, I can call it help. Did I take myself as a hero but hurt people instead? But the case is solved. Now this should be the good ending. But what is this feeling? It seems that there is hole in my heart.
Maybe because you still don't have all your memory, Alice.
Still not done yet? As we are leaving the courthouse, suddenly Prosecutor the Hatter calls to stop us. Miss Alice. Yes, sir? Queen of Hearts wishes to talk to you in private. What? She's not been executed?
Well, it was revealed, right?
True. With me?
Go, Alice. It's okay.
Treasure Cat. Encouraged by Treasure Cat, I go back to the courthouse again.
It's empty this time. Alice, sorry to ask you to come.
Queen of Hearts, I'm so sorry to reveal what belongs to your secret.
That's fine. It cannot remain as a secret forever. I have prioritized my own feelings over a person's life. I was terribly wrong. I have done something a human being shouldn't do. I had been so afraid of its being known, but when it was made public, I feel so relieved. Well, Mr. Carper and I won't be able to stay at this school though. I shouldn't lie at all, for I'm not used to it.
When Queen of Hearts says so, she seemed to be freed for something possessed her earlier. Well, you have something you want to talk?
Just relax. I'm not going to condemn or blame you or anything. On the contrary, I'm grateful. Thank you. I didn't tell anyone, but I hope you can listen to me. Will you do this for me a favor?
Yes. So Queen of Hearts begins to tell.
This must be it. My grandfather had died very long time ago. So my grandmother, my mother and I live together, all three of us. My grandmother has used my father's death to get close behind my mother, and my mother just obeyed her. I grew up seeing the way my mother lived and decided in my heart that I would forever resist unfairness and would follow what people say. Nothing good will come out of being obedient. because the stronger will always rob from the weaker. But my own mother cannot understand me. She believed that if only she pays enough effort and endure as much as she could, one day my grandma would recognize her. If I disobey my grandmother, she would take it out on my mother. My mother would not be able to go against her, wouldn't turn to discipline me. I didn't do anything wrong. My grandmother is the one to blame, but my mother wouldn't help me. So I stopped to have anticipation towards my mother. I also stopped trusting others. I'm the only one person who can protect myself. That must be Queen of Hearts when she was young. I didn't bend over to seniors if they are not reasonable. I won't be a slave like my mother. I won't be like this since I was a child. Even though adults would advise me being more socially diplomat, but when I thought of my mother, I just can't. After I entered junior high, the relation between junior and senior became strict. Not surprisingly, I was noticed and treated as a problem by seniors and teachers. When I was a first grader, I was called to gymnasium where no one was there by some senior. Do you know why? A first grader need to wear white socks. Wearing loafers is being considered. It is more common sense to wear white plain sneakers. Don't wear a watch better than seniors. Things like that. I sneered at them. What kind of stupid rule are they? There are no such school rules about what a first grader should do. If a newly enrolled student was surrounded by several seniors, he or she would probably just obey out of fear. But I talked back to them. Then they made me take off the sock and shoes and told me to go back barefoot. I refused to do so, and several of them held me down and threw away my watch. I was outnumbered, so I used all my force to resist. Then, I think you can imagine what happened next. Seniors were yelling. We were kicked and beat by juniors. She hurt us with violence. Things like this. I was shut in student guidance room as always and listened to a preaching of teachers. I tried to provide some explanation, but no one was willing to listen. I am the only one to be blamed. Why? Those seniors had done much malicious things to me. Most of their parents are kind of teachers and hate the most the so-called monstrous parents. Compared to my family, every time I was in trouble, my grandmother would be glad that she has reason to blame my mother. And a mother who never takes my side and regards herself most important. This way just suits teachers right since they save their faces. So I thought I would adopt Miss Several just like before. I told Mr. Caterpillar, who came to student guidance room, rather sarcastically. I said I'm so sorry for you working late for this kind of unpleasant role. He then replied, I was told by the deputy head to scold you, but I changed my mind. I won't be able to go home early anyway. Instead of returning to staff office nagged by the deputy head, it would be more interesting to listen to what you got to say. It's something a teacher should say, but Mr. Carpenter seems to understand me. He said it's normal to force a novice teacher to work late. We talked and felt so much refreshed. That was the first time I feel close to an adult. That was the start. That's where it began, huh?
So this is how things began.
Do you know this? There are some schools actually not forbidding teachers and students to have relationship. It's unspoken agreement. we morally think it was the wrong thing to do. Even though it's come to light, sometimes there would be punishment. Anyway, I did tell Mr. Caterpillar my feeling, but he didn't consent to it. He said we are teacher and student.
Then Queen of Hearts and Mr. Caterpillar are not lovers?
Something like that. We are not dating, but we have some connections in private. Of course, we tried to hide it, but White Rabbit found it out. As she said, White Rabbit transferred the message and photos to her own cell phone. I have vowed not to yield to unfairness. But when I tried what kind of trouble this would bring to Mr. Caterpillar, I cannot resist and always did.
So White Rabbit did threaten you, but why? What did White Rabbit request from you?
I was indecisive if I should tell or not, but I think I should let you know. I don't know if you will believe me, but I'm going to tell anyway. White Rabbit told me, please bully me in front of the class. I would delete your data if you do so.
What?
Okay, this is getting confusing.
But that doesn't make any sense. Then how come she's dead?
Thank you so much for the birthday present.
You are welcome.
To receive a birthday present from Alice. I'm so glad. I will treasure it.
Really? I'm glad. You are happy.
What is it? Can I open it?
Of course.
Okay. Wow, gloves!
Right, you always wear them, don't you?
Great, thank you. Look, they do look good.
Of course they should look good on you. And choose the color.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. I won't get dirty with these.
Okay.
Let's go home then.
Right.
We both don't want to go home, do we? Let's go to the park like we always go.
Let's do it.
Isn't that what March Hare also said?
Now that you mention it, yeah, I think so. The dream I had just now. I wake up from the position of the facing down in the classroom. As always, I raise my face to see Treasure Cat and Mr. Caterpillar. Mr. I cannot understand the situation now using my half-asleep head. Queen of Hearts was going to be executed as a bully. Using the glove that operates the cell phone, Queen of Hearts and Mr. Caterpillar at the court. Ow!
Wow.
I'm so sorry. I lowered my head brutally as it did something to hit the desk.
Raise your head. You didn't do anything wrong.
But
This will happen later or sooner. I am the one to blame. I have been wondering why she was not so cheerful as before. Even if I asked her, she just told me not to worry. I have made a lot of troubles. I never thought things were going like this. I'm disqualified both as a teacher and a man.
So the person who has with Queen of Hearts the courtyard.
Hey, you tap it too much.
Yeah, sorry. Queen of Hearts and Mr. Caterpillar were there together. That is why Mr. Caterpillar looked so upset that time.
But now she looks quite tranquil. This is all because of you. Thank you.
I didn't. Did I do something that can be thankful to?
We will go to prosecution and accept the interview. Now we know all the truth. Very soon, everything will go back to normal.
Well, I can only say such things, but please comfort her. I think Mr. Caterpillar is the only person who can comfort Queen of Hearts.
That is probably true. Oh, it seems someone is coming to pick me up.
Prosecutor the Hatter is standing by the door at the classroom. Excuse me to cut into your discussion. It's about time.
I will go now.
Mr. Caterpillar stands up and walk towards the door. But he suddenly turned his head to me and asked with a confusing expression.
By the way, names such as Mr. Caterpillar or Queen of Hearts, are they nicknamed in among students?
Huh? What? Mr. Ishimoto and Miss Maki Akai is waiting. What?
Are there?
Is that the real name?
I guess so. Okay, see you soon, Miss Alice Kanzaki.
As I standing there with a vacant look, Mr. Caterpillar and the prosecutor are the Hatter. Okay. So they got real names. I thought that the real name.
I guess Miss Akai was the Queen of Hearts and Mr. Ishimoto is Mr. Caterpillar.
So they got real names. We still got chapter 8. Alice's memory.
So I think Alice's memory is coming back. If you and me, if those are the real name,
What is Treasure Cat?
no, I'm thinking all this are just her dream or something.
And she's dreaming?
I mean, in the original Alice in Wonderland, Alice was just dreaming.
Oh, so it's the same.
Yes, it looks the same, but there was a caterpillar there, and there was a Mad Hatter.
The twins too.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna continue this next part in another 1 hour.
Yes.
So
Now I'm wondering what the twins' real name are.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So Shardblade and Dragonfire will go to the next part. See you next part, guys.
See you.